Welcome back to another fun-tabulous episode of Mass Effect Andromeda. Today I'm still trying to figure out this ruin. I'm not sure if I got to this part in the previous episode, but either way, I'm in a ruin and it's confusing. The good news is that all of the confusing ruins in this game use the same kind of methodology. They all use switches and runes that you have to scan to activate the switches, and of course, Sudoku. So yeah, nothing particularly new here, as will be par for the course for this game. I will say right now that I honestly cannot tell half of the dungeons apart in this game. They all have this same kind of blue, otherworldly look to them, and the same puzzles, same everything. So not really a good thing, honestly, but that said, I'm actually starting to enjoy this game a little bit. I know it's a little rough around the edges, and at first it was definitely rubbing me the wrong way, but yeah, I'm starting to enjoy it. That excuse me, that classic Mass Effect kind of vibe, that classic gameplay, it's all here, and I am enjoying playing as a Vanguard again. It's been a while. I like the charge in and beat up kind of smash mouth style of the Vanguard class. Not really into the shooting in Mass Effect. I mean, if I want that, I'll play Call of Duty. I'm just not into like ducking into cover and being all defensive. I want to get out there and be like full-on offensive, dashing into things. Just, you know, best defense is a good offense, as they say. All right, let's listen in and see what's happening with PB and friend.
A symbol of authority? A key? It's easy to speculate with Remnant, but we need more facts. I'll see what I can find on this beauty. Maybe over this way.
Whatever has this place on lockdown is that way.
I do my best work solo. You fix up the vault, I'll investigate the relic, and together we'll figure this place out.
Not a bad idea. We'll cover twice the ground.
See? I knew you were smart. I'm on frequency 145.8. Stay safe.
You can't be too risky for her with everything turned off, right?
PB!
Ryder! That relic box I found? Not a symbol of authority. The remnants still shoot at me. I'll try it with one of those data patterns we saw.
Is that a good idea?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Alright, I just want to make a quick note here. I'm actually recording this with my computer's default microphone as opposed to my usual Blue Yeti. Top of the line Blue Yeti, mind you. Top of the line. So usually the narration quality is higher than it's probably going to be in this video. Much like we had some video resolution issues in the previous episode, this episode we're going to have some audio issues because I simply don't have access to my Blue Yeti right now. I'm not at home. But rest assured, in part 5 and onward, we will have both 1080p resolution and Blue Yeti microphone narration. So we will be clicking on all cylinders at that point. We will be firing on all cylinders and also clicking, I suppose. So look forward to that. In the meantime, what we have here are some battle sequences. Some pretty intense battles taking place here. Hopefully my voice is coming through okay over all of this battle noise as I fight the machines.
Wonder if I'd get anything
Sarah.
on the scanner.
Hey, my character's name actually is Sarah. How about that? It was the machines, Sarah.
Devices
So
online.
yeah, we gotta
Makes
hit
you
all the
feel?
switches
At least it's
and
friendly.
unlock the
Layers and layers of defenses.
floors and
If
stuff.
they're defenses.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
We'll catch up if we got that door working too. Will you look at that?
Nowhere to go but down. Looks like they didn't want anyone getting through here easy.
Watch your step. It's still a long drop.
So yeah, we just skipped over another long, drawn-out, tedious rune hunting section, and now we're in a slightly more interesting area. It's a wide-open
Wait,
kind of
plants? All the way down here?
pit-infested
Strange.
No
cavern,
sunlight, no
I guess you could
water.
say,
They
and
should
it's
all be
full of
dead.
these interesting plant
Planet's a
growths. I mean, look
wasteland.
at these
Maybe
plants.
they're just
They're
hardy.
very prickly
Source
and
of the system
cactus-like,
lockdown
which
may
is
need more
interesting.
information. You appear to be close.
It's almost like something out of a Mario game. I mean, you got pits, you've got strange, peculiar fungus-like plants. The only thing missing are the turtles, and the fireballs, and the Goombas, and the blocks, and the castles, and the fire flowers, and the cape, and the raccoon tail, and Mario, and Luigi, and Bowser, and Toad, and Yoshi, and the Koopalings. I think that's about it, though. Other than that, it's exactly like a Mario game. It's like Mario fused with Metroid, with a little bit of Bomberman thrown in for good measure because the characters have large heads. And now we are, again, jumping ahead a little bit because some tedious running in circles just occurred, and we're just going to jump over that part and get to the meat of this game, the real meat of this game, which is actually Drax. He's quite meaty, as you may have noticed. He's big and burly like a Texas Longhorn. But in any case, so the solution to this particular area, I mean, it's confusing. It's definitely a little bit of a maze. The solution is to touch on these interfaces several times, which will cause the various laser beams in the room to kind of realign, and the various platforms that you can use as stepping stones will then appear in different places. Like they'll move from location A to location B, and you can use them to cross a pit or whatever else you might need to do. So yeah, a lot of trial and error involved in this particular room, but once you kind of get the hang of it, it's not too bad. You just have to, keep using those interfaces and see what happens.
Let's not find out the hard way.
As soon as you start getting attacked by enemies again, you know you're on the right track. I'm about to get blasted
For
here.
jump jets.
Man, charge. Charge is my jam, to say the least. That is an awesome move. Alright, so I believe that will be the final bridge. Nice graphic effects on those, by the way. It looks like
Resonating with
it definitely looks like some kind of ancient technology that we don't understand, but you know, it's like incomprehensible to us, but hey, it works, and it's good at creating bridges, so you know, we'll take it. Not too shabby, huh? Here's a close-up of one of those panels. They kind of remind me of those things that we used to have when I was a kid, where they're like these flat panels that are made out of a bunch of metal, little metal
Any
rods,
thoughts, Sam?
and you could press like your hand or your face into them, and then it would create your image on the other side of the panel. Like all the metal rods would be pushed forward and form a face. It was actually really cool. I don't know what happened to those things. I don't even know what they were called, but back when I was a kid, they were pretty popular.
The whole place
That's
is
kind of
lighting
what
up.
these
Power
panels
readings
remind me
are off
of.
the chart.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna shut up now
Really?
because PB's talking.
Really off the chart.
But if it's back online, we should be good too.
Ryder,
tries to escape, Ryder.
I know, Sam!
Too far to jump. Got another bridge?
Alright, we are crossing another bridge. Hopefully we're nearing the end of this dungeon because it's going on for quite a while now. It's got a little bit of a Metroid Prime vibe to it, just like having everything. It's not an escape sequence, but it kind of feels like an escape sequence, if you will. Alright, let me rephrase. It is an escape sequence because you're trying to leave the place, but it's not like a Metroid escape sequence where the planet's about to come apart. But it feels like one because of all the lights and just the overall kind of sense of threat, if you will. So yeah, it's got that cool Metroid vibe to it, this particular area. But yeah, I want to get out of here and get back out into space, maybe do some exploring.
It goes away from here. We're taking it.
After this episode, I need to go home and get back on my Blue Yeti as well, because I don't feel like this voiceover is coming through as well as it could. So here we've got the anti-gravity well, which these are little objects that you can collect that once you find one, it makes you weightless. So they're basically elevators. It's not as cool as it sounds. They're elevators with no floor. They're definitely more fun than regular elevators.
We're almost clear. Where are you? Hello? PB!
Crash! Right on our heels!
Get to the gravity well!
Shit, it's sealed. Try to get something under it.
Console is attempting surface reconnection.
Come on!
Vault restart is now complete.
That was... Talk about a rush.
We have to be more careful. That field almost disintegrated us.
But it didn't. You want to focus on that or the cool vault you just activated?
Atmosphere processor is online, recovering lost console activity.
Is that the Helios cluster?
Yeah. There we are. That's Eos.
Something happened. Because we restarted the system?
If that light is us, then all these points could be vaults on other worlds. Dormant like this one.
Maybe. But why is there a whole network of them? What's all this for?
Unless the builders show up to explain themselves, all we've got is guesswork. So far, we've seen bots, living plants, atmosphere processors.
I once did supply runs for a council team that was seeding some ice planet's atmosphere, trying to melt the ice caps.
To help it support life.
That first processor we saw was making things worse, but maybe it malfunctioned.
Is that what these builders were trying to do? Make worlds habitable? Even terraform a whole cluster?
Hey, look there. That's different. Maybe it's active? We've got to go see.
Sam?
Extrapolating. These coordinates lie beyond the space we have currently surveyed, Pathfinder.
Mark it on our charts. We need more to go on. Let's head up to the surface. I could use some fresh air.
How? No atmosphere processor works that fast.
If this effect is representative, Pathfinder, air and moisture patterns will show noticeable improvement. Eos could support an outpost.
A foothold. That's all we need. Just enough to begin. This remnant technology could be the key to our survival, if we can control it.
It changes whole planets. Let's go slow.
We've got a lead. Sam marked it on the charts down there. That site is active, whatever it is. Who knows what we'll find there.
We? You want to come along?
I want to know what makes the Remnant tick. You've got a key to their technology. Or a crowbar, at least.
I don't know. We're a team. You like working solo.
Sure, but we don't have to be joined at the hip to solve all this. Come on.
All right. Pack what you need and...
Datapad, toothbrush, clean underwear, that'll do. I'll catch up with you.
Well, this will be interesting.
Alright, so I let the game breathe a little bit for a few minutes there, just followed along. And we are back on the desert planet now, and ready for some more action. Look at those lasers, man. This game is looking pretty fly. So, I mentioned the meat of the game earlier, and that would be this guy, Wrex.
Fun.
He's
Telling me.
he's indeed
You can
beefy.
really handle
What can I say?
yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
So, the clouds parted. These Ket look pretty keeled over. Maybe us humans can pull our weight after all.
Well, you can, clearly. But there's a lot to do before I'd be that smug about it.
That almost sounds like a compliment. What do you say? Want to help us do some good?
You know what? I'm gonna ignore my gut and join up. This fight was good, and we can do it again. And before you go saying you don't need a Krogan, believe me, you do.
Preach!